Hey, thank you again. This is the final portion of my review of Hori EX Arcade Stick 2. Oh wait, Hori EX 2 Fight Stick, to be exact. Or let's just get the box just in case here. Yeah, Fighting Stick EX2 Hori Fighting Stick EX. Okay. The point is, this thing right here, force price is relatively good. However, if you can actually afford it, it's just like the case of a car. So, if you're gonna pay for a clunker, you're gonna get a fucking clunker. That's how it goes. This thing right here, by no means, it's a clunker. It's not a clunker. It's just it's not a Benz either of arcade sticks. This thing is a Nissan or Saturn. Yeah. Point is, it works when it works. Soul Calibur. This thing. Fucking great. Really fucking great. Shumps. Well, it works. Just jerk back motions? Fuck no. Well, it does work somewhat due to the fact. Okay. How do I describe this? Let's say if you was playing Toho. I mean, we don't have Toho on 360 or PSN yet, or probably never will. But let's just say, if you actually were to use it for that example, you know how sometimes you have motions where you have to go back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Out of those back, forth motions, of you doing that in a second, count. 1, 2, 3. It's only going to count that's what it's going to count. Rather than you actually, it's not going to count that because it's not going to actually pick up you doing that fast. Which means you will die. So get used to using bombs. That aside, when it comes to 2D fighters, well, as you saw from last video, my major problem was the fact that as I was fucking trying to do a Jaguar 2, I had problems of just doing Jaguar Sweep and Jaguar 2. I tested it earlier with Ryu. I could do Hurricane Kicks, Hadokens, and his Super Hadoken, or should I say Shinku Hadoken. I have no problem at all. He even found a new combo. Bop! Hadoken. Easy as shit. Problem. Any character that has like how Fei Long has his whole uppercut and Adon has Jaguar Sweep. Any of the opposite way back motion or uppercut motion, if you will, it's like as if it gets confused. So it was relatively easier to do Ryu's Ultra than with Adon. I don't get that either, but there you go. So that's the problem with it. As I said earlier, focuses are great, but that's for any arcade stick because of the button layout. Button layout does not feel all that awkward. It's actually quite nice, and none of my buttons went out yet. But again, I haven't really been massively using it, so I'll let you know if it does go out. The clicking slightly gets annoying, but you'll get used to that. Another thing is, I've heard people's balls been falling off. Ha ha! That's what she said. But the point is, mine's have not fallen off yet. That's right. My balls stay stiff. Anyway, overall, if I was to rate it out of 5, I would actually rate that thing a 3 out of 5 because it does its job. It's not too shitty and generic, and you get what you pay for. Reason it's not a 4 is because of some of the responses are not as should be, and that click kind of gets annoying. So it's pretty fucking hard to land a 5 too. So as you see, I'm clearly overly jaded. So that's my review of the Hori EX2 Fight Stick. If you do not feel like spending 120 or 100, also don't be a dumbass and just be like, oh well, I'm gonna get this fight stick and use it once. It's kind of a commitment thing. You're either gonna use it or you're not. So, but that's what eBay is for, I suppose. But shop around, people. Shop around. Because if you actually are going to put money into an arcade stick, do it right. If it's one of those little, hey, you know what, I'm thinking about testing it out, this is a great start. But if you actually, again, have the money, just get Street Fighter tourney stick. Not just the regular fight stick, but the actual tourney stick. If I get one, I'll review it for you guys. But just to show you example, I got this as a birthday gift, but this is the price right here. I know it's gonna be backwards, but $49.99. Can't specifically really be beat. $50 fucking arcade stick. While online, you're gonna pop like 60 for it. Possibly free shipping and handling. Look online. But yeah, that's my review of the stick. 3 out of 5. Don't feel like dropping a bill. Just buy this. Test it out until you actually feel that you are going to dedicatingly use an arcade stick. Keep in mind, people, just because you use an arcade stick does not mean, you know, you're just gonna give up completely. Because you can use arcade stick, oh, just use arcade stick for Soul Calibur and use D-pad for a fighting game. It's understandable. But keep in mind, if you've been using a D-pad for so long, it's gonna take a little getting used to. Not for Soul Calibur though. Beautiful for that. So, that's it.